And we begin the news at this hour in West Africa, where the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, says the girl child must be protected from all forms of violence with a safe and inclusive environment provided for them to thrive. She adds that investing in the girl child is in the best interest of the nation. The First Lady was speaking at the National Girls Interactive Session with policy and decision makers to commemorate the 2023 International Day of the Girl Child. She adds that it is no more business as usual for those who sexually assault girls, as the government will prosecute such offenders. To further discuss this, I'm being joined by Yinka Davis, a Nigerian musician. Yinka, thank you so much for obliging our call. You need to unmute your device so that we can hear you.
Fine. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, to commemorate the International Day for the Girl Child, what are the common challenges that the girl child faces, most especially in Nigeria?
I would use neglect. I would use indifference. And I would use a family. I would just basically it is indifference, neglect, and carelessness. Utter disregard. So it is really a major, because it is entrenched in the society from the highest to the lowest. So we really have a lot to because when you hear that a child dies, in the olden days, a lot of people will cry. They will stop you from. They will gather en masse to go and fight the person that fight. But right now, we don't care anymore. So there's utter disregard for the girl child. So I really commend the First Lady of Lagos, Nigeria. The First Lady, Madam Tinubu, for really speaking up about the girl child. Yes.
Before we dwell on what the First Lady of the country said in our earlier engagements, one of our respondents or guests, as the case is, talked about cultural issues, talked about religious beliefs, and just like you said, neglect from parents, that is bad parenting, if we could put it that way, and some other attendant societal flaws that affect the girl child. Now, how limiting are these issues when it comes to the growth of the girl child in a society?
Sad to say, I believe a host of our society, the culture, some of them actually give those children out for exchange for goods and services. So there's a major issue here. When it becomes a trend, like, okay, this is what this culture does, this particular culture does this, and before you know it, a lot of people just give out their child in exchange for food or because of the poverty line, name it. So there's really a call to attention that we need to actually sit down and deliberate and say, we need to stop this evil in Nigeria. We need to really stop it. It is not, so that is one part of it. The other part of it is, obviously, about the kidnapping thing, and that is also still stem from the same. Apart from the bad parenting, now it is more of they want to get goods and service, they want to sell. It's still a bad. I mean, I don't know. It's horrible, sir. It is horrible.
I understand. Now, let's go back to what the First Lady of Nigeria said, that is Oluremi Tinubu. She highlighted education as a tool to protecting and developing the girl child. Now, what are your thoughts on this? You are a musician, and we know that music is also a way of communicating and educating people. So how can we make do with the instruments of music and education to help change the orientation of people as regards the challenges that the girl child faces?
Well, education, information, and then the education, information, edutainment. We call our side of the part of our business is edutainment, and so yes, really and truly, we should actually, roll up our sleeves and get our hands on, and then we have to lead by examples. We're the town criers of the society. We are the town criers. We can't continue to, shake our booty or something like that just to get. And then sadly, it's affecting the mind and the psyche of the children. I really need to talk to us as musicians to be able to tell ourselves the truth. This kind of music, if it is not addressed, it will derail these children, as it were. So we have a lot of responsibility. We are responsible for the growth of the nation, for the societal. We must stop the societal misdemeanor. I mean, obviously, I don't want to go so far, but right now, the girl child is where we need to really address it. We need to stop shaking, misinforming, which is under which to come into drug addiction. Because I'm hearing a lot of bad information about the children even doing things in schools right now. And so there's a lot. Oh my God. I mean, there's a lot that we need to address.
Of
Yes,
course.
education, one. Two, edutainment is part of still under that education line, and information. And going from school to school, we need to have people to support the campaign
Hmm.
to correct the anomalies in the society.
So, in terms of gender equality and
Get me?
issues where opportunities are not equally being provided for the girl child as it's been given to the male child in a society, what kind of changes would you also like to see in that regards, coming from the society, the government, and other society organizations, as the case is?
For both male and female. We have to treat both children. They're children. First and foremost, they're children. They're children. I know the girl child today is the day for the girl child. But really and truly, both male and female are children. From the age of 0 all the way to 17, they are still children. And they must be treated as, they are the gem of our society, the gem, the treasure that we must preserve and protect at all costs, at all costs, by every means necessary. We must protect these children, and both male and female. So I'm not against. But we used to have very God-fearing people. We still have them, and I'm very sure we still have a few of them that can still instill the respect into the children, the both male and female. And then we cannot afford, when our families, when we have, we don't even have up to 3 square meals a day. But can we still say, okay, morning and evening, the morning and the evening food? But then the child will understand when the father and the mother can talk to these children and tell them this is what they can afford. And not that you're going to go out and steal, or you're going to go out and beg for money. No, 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 no. There's a lot of dignity that needs to be instilled in children. That needs it. We need it. We need it in our society. We used to have it. We can bring such things back. Our mothers used to take care of our children. Our mothers. There's no. We used to train children. The market women. Those are our mothers on the street. They would send that child back to her mother. Before they send that child back, they will beat the living daylight out of that child for daring to cross over without even getting an elder to help him or her to cross the street. So there's a lot. The society, the community take care of the child. That one is sure.
Uh,
It's a communal effort.
Of course, I agree with you. And even as we commemorate this day, we hope that a lot of these things that you've mentioned will be done to actually ensure the growth and the well-being of the girl child. Thank you so much, Yinka Davis, for talking to us.
Thank you so much, sir.